Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's your girl Scarlet, and today I'll finally be playing Xavier's card from the series You and Midsummer, and his card is called Coolsplash Soak. So yeah, finally getting into this. I decided to try and tough it out until the last week of August before I try pulling for him. I did, however, end up using all of the diamonds that I ended up saving ever since the last time I pulled, which is sad. So yeah, I feel like this account is suffering. It's suffering. But anyway, it's worth it. So yeah, let's jump into Xavier's card. You will never guess what I just did. I pressed start on the story, and then I realized I haven't changed the scene on my OBS, so I was basically talking to myself without the game being recorded. Okay. In my defense, it is currently 10 p.m. Alright, I'm supposed to be sleeping. Anyway, this time when the coin lands, no one's walking away from him. Recall and start. Yes, I know. Outside. Okay, I'm recording. I'm just making sure. Outside, cicadas scream in the summer heat, and the city's heavy air presses against the windows like slime. I wipe against watermelon juice off my hands. Slumped in front of a computer, I drown in an endless flood of travel guides. I almost read that as food. I guess I'm hungry. On the living room's coffee table sits half of a watermelon that was just cut. Xavier is lazily scooping pieces to eat and occasionally feeds me. This is so domestic. I am enjoying it very much. This is how you spend your summers?
Yeah. 俺は冷蔵庫を開けて。
And it sounded like he was about to say something else. To hang out in?
好きなアイスを探してた。
Oh, okay. Maybe we should throw a dart at the map. Wherever it lands will be our destination. These two are they're so bored. They have so much time on their hands. Xavier nods without a hint of hesitation.
どんな夏にしろ、あんたと一緒に過ごすか、別の場所であんたと一緒に過ごすかだ。
Aww. Did I mention that I'm playing this in Japanese, by the way? I don't think I did. I probably did the last time when I first recorded, but yeah, guys, I'm playing in Japanese. Just as he's offering me the sweetest part of the watermelon, the doorbell rings. At this hour? Who could it be? Why, what time is it? I open the door to find a little delivery robot. It spins once before pulling a thick letter from a compartment in its stomach. The envelope has a stamp from a small foreign country. It was sent 3 months ago, and it lists an address in blurry text. The recipient is... Xavier? Again? We're doing this again?
どうかしたのか?
Interesting. I like the mentions from his birthday card. He leans over, takes the letter from me, and a postcard tucked inside it slips out between his fingers. The blue-green sea shines like grass. An island sits quietly under the sun. Who sent this?
俺にもわからない。
As the letter is unfolded, it's almost like a bit of the sea breeze slips into the room. Elegant, formal handwriting fills the page. Is it not? Tradewind Island Property Management Notice. Recipient, Xavier, sender, trade... Oh, okay. I thought there was some timey-wimey shit going on. Like, is this a different Xavier? I was just about to go. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not that kind of story. Not yet. Dear recipient, this letter was sent by the Tradewind Island Community Affairs Committee to inform you of arrangements regarding the temporary inheritance and transfer of management rights to the island? According to the Island Affairs Temporary Custody Inheritance Directive, signed by the previous manager, you have been named a candidate to temporarily manage... Why? What did he do? The transfer process is for management rights only, not... Oh, okay, but still, that's so bizarre. It is a long-term custodial arrangement that may be extended or terminated depending on certain circumstances. The island's facilities are in good condition and fully equipped for short stays and visits. If you wish to accept, please depart for the island within 30 days and contact us. May favorable winds guide your journey. May this trip fulfill its purpose. Tradewind Island Community Affairs Office. Scams are getting fancy these days. Now they're giving away whole islands. The way I actually never thought this was a scam. The way he's so serious. Xavier takes the letter, and within a second, he's already booking airline tickets on his phone. I mean, he can afford it, why not? Wait, you actually believe it?
大丈夫だ。別に誘拐されたりはしない。
With a smug expression, he flashes the confirmation at me. Then he eats a piece of the watermelon.
この手紙が誰からのものなのか分かった気がするんだ。
Oh.
島の位置は地図に詳しく表示されてる。それに島の名前も綺麗だ。何にせよ、二人で旅行しようってちょうど話してたしな。どこかの誰かが目的地を決めてくれたってことじゃないか。
Well, to be fair, if I were as
ご乗船
rich...
の皆様、まもなく終点のウィンディー島に到着いたします。
Oh, we're there. The coastline stretches out before us. It's dotted with... Wait a minute, what? I just realized. This is a freaking cruiser. Damn. Wow. Yeah, wow. That's amazing. Okay, all right. For some reason I lost my train of thought. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if I were as rich and as powerful as Xavier, I probably wouldn't be so bothered to check it out. So why not? I can't believe this place actually exists. Tradewind Island, tucked away from major shipping routes, has only recently opened up to outsiders. Compared to the bustling reports of the 𝙑𝙬 Islands, it feels more like a forgotten footnote at the edge of the map. I look back. The ferry glides through the final stretch of shallow water. The sea shifts from a dark blue to a light turquoise. Oh, look at him. So fancy schmancy. As the ship nears the dock, Xavier and I grab our luggage and join the line of people waiting to disembark. Waterside music festival, snorkeling, island bike tours. Oh, and apparently the best starry nights you'll ever see. Xavier stops my straw hat from flying off. Then he leans in to glance at the travel notes I hastily wrote before we left.
当主になることに早速やる気満々だな。
We might as well make the most of it. I checked, too. There's a ton of stuff we can do here. Even if this island gift is a scam, it's still enough to keep us busy all summer.
あれって地元の人たちかな。どうして横断幕を持ってるんだろう。
レッドカーペットまで敷かれてる。すごいね。
え? Red carpet? Why? I guess Xavier is royalty no matter where he goes. I turn to look. At the dock, islanders dressed to the nines hold banners. The whole place is decorated as if there's a festival. They're very welcoming. Even random tourists like us get a ceremony. But as soon as we set foot on the land, we're swarmed by a lively group of islanders. Unfamiliar words like Mara, Koko, and Falai Falai. I feel bad. I feel like I'm butchering these words. Swirl around my ears. Is it like king and queen? Like husband and wife? That kind of thing? And of course, Xavier would know, wouldn't he? What are they saying?
多分自分は島民だって言ってるんだと思う。
Sorry, we're not looking for a hotel, food, or a taxi. Suddenly, the blue sheet of plastic heated by the sun that lies at our feet is inflated. A figure that's easily 26 feet tall stands up. It sways and twists in the breeze. What? Wait a second. Why does it... that's Xavier?
今引き返せばまだ間に合うか
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's too late.
僕たちのお客様がついにいらっしゃいましたね。
Oh? A tall young man pushes through the crowd. He smiles as he motions for everyone to stop cheering. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's Charles the Baker. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He just sounds like him.
僕の後に続いて。お帰りなさいませ。新しい当主様。
Oh, wow.
お
Okay. I have to say, this is starting off very interesting. I am so invested already. Inside a rustic vehicle with a canopy, which stands far away from the excited crowd, we can finally catch our breath. Then we turn our attention to the young man. Oh.
まずは自己紹介しますね。僕はレオ。ウィンディ島事務管理グループの4代目リーダーを務めています。
Wow, 4代目。
せいやさんは講師という名前を覚えていらっしゃいますよね。彼は僕の曽祖父なんです。お二人のことについては僕も多少は存じ上げています。ですが今回の招待の焦点はそこではありません。
It's one of those things, the people... Wait, Hal? Am I wrong? That name sounds familiar. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think about the people in his anecdotes. But then again, I'll be honest, I haven't read Xavier's anecdotes that often, so it's hard to pinpoint. Probably not. He quickly cuts to the chase.
手紙でもお伝えした通り、今後10年間のウィンディ島の管理権をせいやさんに譲渡することは曽祖父の意思なのです。
Next decade. His last wish? Aww.
ああ、お気遣いなく。意思といっても彼は何年も前にこの島を出て行ったと年長者に聞いただけのことなので。
そうなのか。
かつて曽祖父は自分の旧友に手紙を残しそれぞれに送るよう僕に託しました。ですがそれらの手紙はずっと付着のままか返送されてくるかのどちらかでした。せいやさんに送った一通だけが無事に届いたのです。
That should mean he knows where he lived, isn't it? Which is already kind of suspicious in itself.
曽祖父は言っていました。もし一人だけでも招待に応じてくれる友人がいたならその人は間違いなく最も信頼に値する人だと。
I have a feeling all those other friends that the grandpa told him to write to, they're all aliases of Xavier, probably. It'd be funny if we could check out the names. Each of them slightly familiar to Xavier. But I have a feeling all those friends that he talked about are different aliases, different addresses. That's why he just so happened to reach this one. And it's because the grandfather said if one of them even showed up, it's that guy. Because they're all the same guy. Probably. I don't know. I'm guessing.
もちろん今回の旅行が終わった後にこの贈り物を受け取るかどうかはせいやさんの判断にお任せします。
I was having so much fun and then got so solemn all of a sudden. The car finally pulls up to a small seaside cottage. It's 2 stories tall and tucked into a corner near the water. There are only a few palm trees behind the cottage, and before it stands the ocean.
島の譲渡に関する手続きはこちらで全て準備しておくのでご心配なく。これから数日間お二人で心ゆくまでバカンスをお楽しみください。
Thank you, I will. I wonder if that's why in the PV it looked like they were staying at a really fancy place. A keyring dangles in front of me and it snaps me back to reality. By the time I look up, Leo is already gone.
ずっとぼんやりしてたな。聞きたいことがたくさんあるんじゃないか。
I mean, MC already knows that he lives long, right? Your old friend was a backtracker, right? The words tumble out before I can stop myself. He nods, which makes it harder to believe. So this house and island are the gifts he left you?
そうみたいだな。
Old wind chimes hang from the eaves. They clink softly in the breeze. The porch paint is peeling here and there. but someone has taken the time to repair it.
何年も前、彼は俺とキノアに連絡して、まだ生きてるかと尋ねてきた。それが、俺たちが最後に取った連絡だ。もしかしたら、彼はまだ生きてるのかもしれないし、どこか別の場所に行ったのかもしれない。
He probably left because his family would be questioning why he hasn't aged. And that's sad. But then again, it's also possible that he's already turned bad. I don't know. A row of wooden bookshelves lines the wall. They're a little old, but the spotless shine they exude shows they've been polished. On the shelves are magazines, dog-eared novels, and thick handbooks. He was a unique backtracker, huh? He wasn't even a little interested in how to kill Xavier?
まあ、地球で退屈になった時は、何か真面目なことをやった方がいいからな。
Most of these books are about ecology. Earth's wonderful plants, simulating natural environments, spaceship ecosystems. On the windowsill covered in green vines, a thin notebook with a black leather cover catches my eye. 𝙑𝙬𝙪 Desert Island Diary. It's a journal? Oh, Tradewind Island Day 1. When we landed, the sea was warmer than I expected. We chased a supposed space-time rift, but it turned out to be a minor protofield anomaly. Just as we were about to head back, another protofield storm hit. Everyone was on edge, people threw their gloves, raved, and ranted. Isaiah cursed everyone. Soren had a meltdown and wanted to go home. Good thing Jeremiah didn't come along, otherwise we'd have another guy losing it. Our captain was calm. I couldn't tell if he wasn't disappointed. Maybe he wasn't listening to all the shouting. I'm hungry. If we can't leave, we might as well go fishing. He's a very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, huh? I can't believe that actually happened. In the journal, Hal recorded every little moment of the backtrackers being stuck on the island during the storm. The Xavier described in his writings seemed more enigmatic than he is now. Oh! What a feast for sore eyes! Inside the guest house, we gather our things before heading out. Let's check out the beach first. I put on a flashy pair of sunglasses. It's a must-have for any vacation.
本当にこれをかけないとダメなのか?
You're not gonna? You're not gonna? They're couple sunglasses. He presses his lips into a thin line and puts on the matching sunglasses. Good job, MC. She knows how to manage him. Then I grab his hand and pull him into the sunlight. The beach is bustling with people. Xavier lugs our overstuffed beach bag while I drag him left and right. We've barely moved an inch when someone stops us.
お二人さん、ちょっと待って。私はこの島の文化広報担当者だ。
Oh, are they? I mean, they're on vacation, but I guess they are also.
新しい投手が来たらいつも島のプロモーション撮影に参加してもらってるんだ。観光年間を更新するためにね。これまで投手がいなかった年は風景写真しか撮れなかったんだが、今年は違う。ぜひここで投手様を撮らせてほしい。ビーチに立つ姿を見て本当に絵になると思ったんだ。
いえ、結構です。ここにはただ立ち寄っただけで、投手になるために来たわけではないので。
He can do it. Oh no, MC. He just wants MC. We speak at the same time before he can refuse again. I push him in front of the camera. Oh my gosh, look at his face. I can't. This is horrible. What are you doing? He has years of experience behind the camera and worked as a combat consultant for a major film. He's also really handsome. I mean, she's right. I glance at Xavier before giving the photographer a thumbs up. Oh my god, MC, I can't. I feel bad. I feel bad. He just wanted to spend time with you. The photo shoot drags us across the island. We go from the beach to the mangroves and even a cliffside diving spot.
暑い。まだ終わりじゃないんですか? 後ろは崖だ。 あと一歩下がったら落ちます。
Oh, wow. It's almost like you say, if you don't stop, I will jump. While waiting for them to finish shooting, I curl up into a ball in a beach chair and read through Hal's diary.
新しい当主様って超イケメンだね。宣伝ポスターに載ったらきっと観光客がどんどん来てくれるよ。
I mean, that is pretty good marketing right there.
前の当主様に感謝しなくちゃね。こんなにかっこいい後継者を見つけてくれるなんて。
MC, do something. You gotta mark your territory. I'm just kidding. I glance up and look past the crowd. Xavier is patiently working through the last few poses. His white shirt clings to him. It outlines his muscles. Yes, I don't know if outline is the right word though. Even his eyebrows and eyes look sharper under the sunlight. A few minutes pass. The photo shoot is finally wrapping up. With a blank expression, he walks towards me. Oh no.
その日記を手に入れてから、あんたの関心はすっかりそっちに奪われたみたいだな。
I respond with a sheepish laugh and give him a coconut that was just open. I was thinking, the island's previous owner must have really trusted you. He left the island in your hands. Maybe he had an unfinished dream he wanted to carry?
それか、ただ残念だっただけかもしれない。ここは景色がいいのに、あの時俺たちは豪雨のせいで見れなかったから。
You're a great island owner. You already won over the locals. Just as I'm about to ask a photographer for some photos, Xavier grabs my hand and pulls me toward the cliff.
俺と一緒に夏を過ごすんじゃなかったのか？
I'm just curious about your past. It's not my fault you have so many secrets. He looks at his soaked shirt.
今あんたの前で俺は丸見えになってるはずだが。
What are you talking about? Are you talking about your opened up chest? I mean, that's a secret that I'm sure MC is very much privy to and knows every single detail of. But the other secret she wants to know about is it's not the physical one. Oh gosh. Then what do you want to do next? You're the island's owner. I'll follow you.
じゃあ夏らしいことをしよう。
He's not gonna make us jump into the water, is he? I follow Xavier's gaze. In front of us is the island's most famous cliffside diving spot.
準備はいいか？
Oh shoot, Xavier, I know you're both hunters, but please. Oh, they jumped. I realized his plan when we reached the cliff's edge, but it's too late. I guess this is payback. Yeah, okay. He pulls me along as he jumps off the cliff. We fall into the sea with a splash. The ice-cold water envelops us. The world around us explodes in a rush of air, sea spray, and sunlight. He surfaces and grabs my color... Oh. Wow. Whew, okay. He surfaces and grabs my colorful glasses... My colorful sunglasses that are now wet. He puts them on my face and gives me a rare smile.
やっと夏らしくなった。
Tradewind Island, Day 3. I managed to rescue the Earth recording device and asked everyone if they wanted to walk around the island with me. Nobody responded. Oh. Then the captain said yes. We spent an hour recording the songs of the island's birds. For a moment, the sky was clear. I realized the breeze here smells sweet. It's like the scent of fermenting fruit. Night falls. The bonfire provides the only light that remains. Its flames flicker in soft, warm circles across the sand. Xavier crouches by the fire. He carefully turns the food over the grill. Nearby, a tour guide lifts a megaphone and starts telling the story of Tradewind Island. Tradewind Island suffered from an ecological disaster, which was caused by a protofield anomaly. It was classified as a hazard zone. The islanders were forced to leave until a mysterious person arrived. He's the island's previous owner. He paid a fortune for the island's management rights and helped restore the ecosystem. The waters calmed, and Tradewind Island became one of the hidden gems of the 𝙭 Islands. Oh. But it's at least an 18-hour trip from Lincoln City. Why would the backtrackers come all the way here?
当時この海域で時空の分裂が生じて、それが帰還できる道だという意見が出たからだ。その形態は真空トンネルに似てたが、一瞬現れただけでまたすぐに消えてしまった。
Oh man.
それで俺たちはここを離れることにした。だが出港前夜、磁場の嵐に襲われて船のナビ設備が全部壊れたんだ。意識を取り戻した時にはもうこの島に取り残されてた。
He hands me a chunk of grilled pineapple. I bite into it absent-mindedly. I can barely taste it.
空が晴れた後、何人かがロールバック帯を抜けると言い出した。彼もその一人だ。
I see. But you wanted to bring all of them back home, right? He sees I'm deep in thought again, so he gently squeezes my cheek.
食べることに集中しろ。
But not everyone wanted to leave. What did you do when people didn't agree? I keep asking questions, he sighs. She's scared that he might want to go back, so...
浜辺に流れ着いた漂流瓶の中に硬貨が1枚入ってた。だから俺はコイントスを提案したんだ。
I choke on the pineapple and cough 3 times before swallowing. You made such an important decision. With a coin toss?
ああ。でもコインが落ちる直前にほとんどのやつは自分の答えを決めたはずだ。
Yeah, I know that trick. I remember there was another trick when you can't decide between like food, right? Someone wants Japanese, someone wants Italian, and then they say, okay, we'll rock, paper, scissors for it. What do you want to be? And then if you say, oh, I'll represent Japanese, then that means deep down you wanted to be Japanese all along. You know, that kind of thing. It's very interesting. Tradewind Island, day 5. It rained again tonight. I couldn't sleep while lying on a pile of leaves, so I tried to fix the beacon. No luck. I ended up walking around and headed to that forest. Its trees have red leaves. At night, they glow faintly. It's quite the spectacle. It reminds me of the reflect vines back home. I think when we first started this journey, we believed we were going to live these grand, epic lives. And we thought that when we returned to Philos, we'd be hailed as heroes who saved our planet. But he didn't think so. Earth's not so bad. You just can't predict the weather or control the hearts of the people you're with. Several days have passed. Following the island's travel guide, we explored almost every nook and cranny. Our photo album has grown too. There's Xavier's buried inside, sleeping, Xavier wearing a vintage floral shirt. Sometimes Xavier even gets roped into doing tasks as the island's owner. He cuts fishing nets off the dolphins, scrapes barnacle off sea turtles. Wow. When was this photo taken?
ビーチチェアであんたが俺の上で大の字になって寝てた時だ。
I wouldn't have the guts to sleep like that. Delete it.
嫌だ。これを消さない限りはな。
Which one? With a cooling patch on his forehead, he taps the screen and points at a photo of his He was sprinting through the... MC, you're so real for this. Relatable. No. MC would rather die. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Wow. I love the angle. I don't know why, but Is it because his hand is on his hip? It looks a little awkward from this angle. I don't know why. That day, I dragged Xavier out to try the island sailing workshop. I swear, I'm looking at the letters. I really am. I want to know what it's like to be out at sea. We each get our own boat. However, whenever I glance at Xavier, I can't help but remember the diary's depiction of him as Captain Xavier. The Xavier in the diary was so calm.
なぜヨットがどんどん速くなってるんだ？君、スピードに気をつけて。これ以上加速すると転覆してしまうぞ。
Oh dear.
大丈夫です。
Yeah, he's definitely calm, but
この先に障害物がある。焦らずに落ち着いて回避するんだ。早く曲がりなさい。間に合わなくなるぞ。
This coach, he's hanging on to dear life. He's like, I feel so bad.
俺は落ち着いてます。焦ってるのはあなたの方です。
Indeed he is. Okay, he's cool-headed, reliable and responsible.
何が起こった？
ああ、何かにぶつかったみたいです。
Oh my gosh, and the way Xavier's like so polite while saying all of this. See, I know what MC is thinking. Look, to us, although Xavier has a calmness in him, but there's it's different. He's calm, but also there's a little bit of joy in it, right? I guess the Xavier in the story sounds a little bit more cold, and she's trying to find what the difference is. Little did she know the difference is she's here.
どうして障害物が全部なぎ倒されてるんだ？
On purpose. When we dock, Xavier gets off the boat with feather-light steps. The coach looks like he's aged 10 years. Oh no! Pay for emotional damages, Xavier!
別の船を操縦した経験でもあるのかい？水中翼船、モーターボート、それとも戦艦？
戦艦? Why?
いえ、どれもありません。強いて言うなら宇宙船です。
You know what? I can see why Xavier is so honest, because no one would believe him anyway. Tradewind Island, day 10. The protofield anomaly is gone and the sky is clear. We got the boat engines working again. Isaiah said he was done with dragging a dead weight around and wanted to split up. No one argued. Finally, the captain suggested we do a coin toss. It was tails. I noticed Soren breathe a sigh of relief. Everyone has their own path to walk. I guess it's not a bad thing. Later that day, I asked our captain a question. If everyone else leaves, will he keep walking the same path? He didn't give me an answer. He just said that the stars here look different from the ones in Philos. They were more beautiful than he imagined. Back then, I don't really understand what he meant. Now I'm starting to get it. Boundless waters blur the line between the sky and the sea. Sunlight melts into the waves as they transform into an expanse of shimmering blue. I'm sprawled on a Why is this so hard to say? I'm sprawled on a pool float at the pool's edge. My fingertips brush against the diary's last page. In the end, Hal chose to stay behind on this deserted island and became an ordinary person. He lived like any Earthling would. He made friends, tended to Earth's plants with his own hands. As the waves rose and fell day after day, he watched seeds, extinct in his homeland, take root and grow. This island became his anchor in the endless expanse of the universe. The inflatable I'm lying on gently rocks on the pool's surface. It's like I'm floating on the clouds. The sunlight warms my skin.
ずっと空を見上げて、雲をどんな形にしようと思ってるんだ？
Hi. I take the watermelon juice Xavier hands me and finally look away from the sky. When I closed my eyes and emptied my mind, I felt almost weightless. Is that what it feels like when you're traveling through space?
まだ過去のことを考えてるのか。
He pulls over a raft and lies down beside me. Because of the languid heat, he speaks slowly. Some storytellers never finish their tales. They make you guess the ending yourself. After surviving the turbulence of space and walking on the most rugged of roads, how could something as trivial as a coin toss tear them apart? Confused, I put the diary down near the edge of the pool. Xavier turns his head to look at me. He's languid and calm.
じゃあどういう展開ならあんたの想像に合うんだ?
My mind is filled with every cliché farewell scene from every movie I've ever seen. A dramatic standoff in the middle of a stormy night, a final tearful goodbye before parting ways. Former comrades who fought side by side are turning their backs on each other. Just as one turns away, another raises a gun. I'm so caught up in the drama that I grab the water gun on the raft, dramatically load it, and aim it at him.
あんたクルーズ船で全盛期のアクション映画を見すぎただろう。
He sighs, rubbing his brow in exasperation, but he doesn't even try to move my weapon away.
がっかりさせてしまうだろうが、そういう波乱万丈なエピソードはロールバック隊にはない。隊員たちはたまたま同じ選択をしたから共に歩んで、違う選択をしたから別れただけだ。
But why were your choices always different from theirs? He looks at me as if he's trying to find the right words. For a moment, the air between us feels a little heavier. I playfully narrow my eyes and press the water gun against his chest. Really? You didn't even have one dramatic, bloody showdown like, Xavier, tell me where the protocol is, or else. We're standing so close our breaths mix in the sunlight. He leans in and grips the muzzle of my water gun.
つまり教えなかったら俺を撃つのか?
Fire. I mean, I have no choice. The story wants me to, so. Oh, wow. Wait, are we getting into it already? Oh. Anyway, Xavier is stunned. So am I. He only fully registers what happened after the water falls from his hair.
本気か?
I don't know why I needed to gulp. He lowers his gaze. Although he sounds calm, he's already reaching behind him for another water gun by the pool.
それなら俺も遠慮しない。
Oh, damn. それなら, if that's the case, I won't hold back. But I guess that also means game on. Water drips down his cheeks as he narrows his eyes. With the deadly focus of a sniper, he raises his water gun. It looks like he's about to get serious. I mean, he seemed pretty serious. A stream of cool water leaves his gun and whizzes past my ear. That was close. I whip my water gun around and fire back. Water explodes in the air as he chuckles and dodges. He barely even sidesteps. My quick shots arc and hit him in the side. With a playful grin, I keep up, but his steadfast gaze is making me nervous. Both of you are making me nervous. This is starting to feel too intense. He yanks the rope connecting our boats before I know it. I end up in his water gun's range. You...
復讐心がここまで強いと生かしておくわけにはいかなそうだ。
Why is this so hot? Why? Sunlight hits the pool and my heartbeat follows the sea breeze, heavy with tension. Everything freezes for a split second. Right back at you. I won't hold back either.
なら試してみよう。俺たちのどっちが最後に笑うのか。
Okay. Okay. Here we go. I know what's going on, man. I know it's gonna happen. Here we go. Oh my god, this actually looks like so much fun. What? He's so serious. Take cover.
隠れれば見つからないと思ったか。おとなしく降参しろ。
Sorry. Attack! Your weak spot is exposed. These two are so serious. What the heck? Let's chill. How about that, guys?
言い残したことは
Xavier, I'm going to... I saw this. Pew pew!
もらった
And of course. Damn it.
その程度じゃ俺には勝てない素直に負けを認めろ
Just accept your defeat is what he meant. I'm taking your boat. It was just one slip.
ついにルールを破ってきたな
Ah, that got his mind. Wait, I feel bad. That looked painful. Wait, why is he like this? Xavier, your boat is mine now.
あんたの目には俺じゃなくて勝ち負けしか映ってないのか
Oh. Getting emotional. Oh, right. Yo, I would be panicking. I really would.
また油断したな
Oh god. This just looks like fun.
諦めたのか
Oh my god. What is with his face? He looks so... Ah! Snatch.
引っかかったな
Oh my god. He looks so smug there. It was so hot.
危ない
Oh.
大丈夫か
Oh, is it because it spun? Oh, grab it first. I'll check out the other one later. I'm pretty sure if you miss this, it will trigger the other one. Yeah, because he doesn't. Oh, that's so cute. No.
感情に流されるのはタブーじゃなかったのか
I realized that. I'll always stay by your side, no matter what.
敵になれないなら
Oh.
俺の
Eh?
好きな人になればいい
Oh. Oh, wait, no, it can't end already. What? That was too quick. That's not the end, right? Okay. Why was that so much shorter? Or was that just too much fun? It flew by so quickly. Okay. Before we leave, Xavier returns the island's management rights to Leo. Leo is slightly disappointed, but he doesn't say anything. To Xavier, this island was just another stop on his journey. I thought we'd say our goodbyes and leave quietly, but as evening descends, the island comes to life. Lights start to turn on along the coast. Banners and strings of seashells sway between the trees. They chime softly in the wind. The air is filled with the sweetest scent of coconuts and flowers. Children tug at our hands and excitedly shout in the island's native language. Are they saying goodbye to us?
さようならじゃない古代フィロス語でまた明日って意味だ
Aww. Rings of fire dance along the shore. Someone starts beating a hand drum, and its rhythm syncs up with the waves crashing against the shore. It speeds up. The young islanders start dancing. At first, we just sit and watch, but we're pulled into the crowd and stumbling with awkward steps before we know it. Before the bonfire dies down, someone hands us 2 amulets strung with seashells. Others put flower crowns on our heads and offer sweet island wine.
じゃあね、気をつけて帰ってね。旅の無事を祈ってるわ。
またいつでも戻ってきてね。
No. No one here cares if he's a tourist, the previous island owner's friend, or the new owner of the island. To them, we're just 2 travelers passing by.
そうだ。あともう一つ大事なプレゼントがあるんです。曽祖父は言っていました。もし一人で来たら、あの家をその人にあげてくれと。でももし男女が2人で来た場合は、
No.
こちらを彼らに渡してほしいと。
Leo opens a small box. Inside it are 2 bracelets handcrafted with seashells and moonstones.
ウィンディー島の風習で旅人が島を立つときは道に迷わないよう必ずこれをつけてもらっているんです。かつての友、そしていつかまた会えるかどうかもわからない友への贈り物として。
My mind goes blank. Inside the box, I spot names faintly carved into the moonstones. I see Xavier's name. Oh. I see Xavier's name, but mine is there too.
それからもしその友が去ることを決めたなら天文台の鍵を渡すようにと。
No?
天文台？
そこには彼からお二人への最後の贈り物があります。
It's like the island's owner Hal knew Xavier would set off again. Tonight, there's no moon, only a sky full of stars. Even the wind moves slowly. It breathes with the island's rhythm. Once the bonfire disappears, Xavier walks over. He pushes an old bicycle.
ココナッツケーキを売ってるおじいさんが貸してくれた。俺の素晴らしい改良レシピのお礼だって。
Wow.
ただベルの音はちょっとかすれてるし、タイヤも少ししぼんでるから乗るとグラグラ揺れるけど。
How does your bike riding compare to your spaceship piloting?
家庭はさておき、無事に目的地まで連れて行くことはできるはずだ。
Oh gosh. I mean, reminds me of how he just so recklessly drove the car in the Catch-22 card as well. I toss my backpack and camera into the front basket, hop onto the back seat, and wrap my arms around his waist. I've never ridden in a spaceship with you, but this feels like a decent substitute. Backtracker 3, the Xavier ship! The Xavier ship! Full speed ahead!
さっきはああ言ったが、むやみに動いたら落ちるかもしれないぞ。
I'm taking you down with me. The Xavier ship clatters and wobbles its way down the path. The mountain road is steep. The slow, bumpy ride on the bicycle traverses an incline. So, what were you thinking about when the coin fell? I wondered if he had the answer he wanted back then.
別に大したことじゃない。
The tires crunch over the gravel in a slow, steady rhythm.
ただ、せっかく取った魚が早く食べないと焦げてしまうだろうなって。あと、コインを投げて上を向いたら、今夜みたいに星がたくさん見えて。もしあんたもこの星にいるなら、顔を上げれば同じ景色を見れるだろうかって思った。
I watch his profile in the gentle night breeze. My heartbeat speeds up as I lean against his back. After a long stretch of gravel, the white dome of the observatory appears at the top of the hill. The dome is broken, vines climb the railings. On the crooked old door, a wooden sign hangs precariously. To those who are busy... To those who are busy saving the world or destroying it, my dear friends, here stands the doldrums, the calmest place in the world. If you're tired, take a break here. What? Why is this? No matter where you are, just look up. Guiding starlight will light your way. I turn to look at Xavier. He's staring at the words. There's no reaction, not even a flicker of emotion in his eyes.
一緒に入ろう。プレゼントはあんたの分もある。
The observatory is crumbling with age. The air is thick with years' worth of dust. Xavier creates a small orb of light in his hand. It shines over the peeling paint and dust-covered crates. In the center stands a telescope that has been abandoned a long time ago. The light touches the walls and illuminates old star charts. These maps of the sky, once made by human hands, finally greet human eyes again. The sky is clear tonight. I wonder if the telescope still works.
試してみればわかる。
He slowly adjusts the telescope's angle and points it at the stars above. He gestures for me to come closer. Okay. Through the old glass, the stars look frozen in place. They're so close that it feels like I could touch them.
何が見える？
Orion, Centaurus, and a constellation with a cross-shaped tail. It's beautiful.
それは白鳥座。夏に見える明るい星の一つだ。
What about that bright star on the southeast?
多分、鷲座のアルタイルだな。それも夏の大三角の一つだ。
Can I see the star you once lived on?
この型番の望遠鏡だと難しいと思う。
He gestures vaguely toward a distant patch of sky. The starlight spilling through the broken dome lands on his eyelashes. You really did come from a faraway place. I'm dazed for a moment. It's like the universe stopped spinning for a second. It's not because the stars are bright. It's because the person beside me, who's always moving forward, has stopped to look up. You're always like this, watching other people make their choices and take paths that are the same or different from yours. But in the end, very few walk alongside you. He never stays in one place for anyone and never asks anyone to stay with him. After all the years Xavier has lived through, will there be a moment when he realizes he can feel lonely?
星にそれぞれ帰るべき場所があるように、人にもそれぞれ進むべき道がある。
The star beside me at this moment, will it leave someday? Oh, wow.
あんたが言ってるのがこの星のことだとしたら。
Xavier turns toward me. He leans in, resting his chin on his hand.
彼はとっくに自分の帰る場所がどこか分かってるんじゃないか。それに旅よりずっと長く続くものももう見つけたみたいだ。
Okay, fate only brings people together for a moment. In the end, our choices take down different paths. But maybe leaving isn't really leaving, it's just going in a different direction. What a line. Before the plane takes off, I pat my pocket and find the coin from Tradewind Island. Let's do another coin toss, Captain Xavier. Oh, brilliant Captain. What should we decide with it this time?
どっちが食器洗いをするかとか、どっちが近所の野良猫に餌をあげるかっていうのはどうだ？
Okay, wow.
あと、俺の家に飾られる月影ハンターのグッズをどれだけ買うか。
No? I thought I was the one calling the shots.
横暴だな。
Then let's use it to decide what we'll do first when we're back in Lincoln City. Heads, we go to my place and watch that time traveler movie we talked about. Tails, we both go home. That's cute. The coin traces an arc through the air. It spins as it falls. We reach for it at the same time. I'm a second too slow, and he takes it as if he planned this beforehand. Hey, what was that for?
あんたと長い間一緒にいたから、俺も横暴になってしまったんだ。
It doesn't matter if it's heads or tails, though. When the coin lands, no one will walk away from him. Oh gosh, I realize now what this means. Oh. Okay. I'm curious to see what happens if I don't dodge his attacks. and if it just plays along. I noticed that with Raphael's Kindled, if I don't dodge, there's actually a different kind of animation. Like Raphael says something and then continues the attack. But for the others, even if I don't click on the triggers, it just goes on anyway. I want to see if this Kindled is like the others or like Raphael's. I pretty much got all the quick time triggers, right? Gosh, they're so serious. Okay, let's see what happens if I don't take cover. Oh wait, I need to auto it. Oh, okay, I have no choice. I have to take cover to move on. Okay, okay.
隠れれば見つからないと思ったか。おとなしく降参しろ。
I think these are all stuff I have to do. Because I realize there's no timer. Like it doesn't lag.
言い残したことは
Xavier, I'm going to pew pew!
もらった。その程度じゃ俺には勝てない。素直に負けを認めろ。
Admit defeat? Me? Absolutely not. I'm taking your vote.
ついにルールを破ってきたな。
Okay, this one I don't take. Oh, it still ends up the same. Ah, yeah, so that didn't change anything. He sounds so dramatic. Your boat is mine now.
あんたの目には俺じゃなくて勝ち負けしか映ってないのか。
Getting emotional is the worst mistake. This looks like fun. I would be on that slide all the time.
また油断したな。
Okay, I'm not gonna. I think there was a quick time here.
諦めたのか？なら遠慮なく。
Yeah, it's the same.
引っかかったな。危ない。大丈夫か？
No. Okay, I don't catch this one. And that should trigger the next one. Yeah, there you go. No. The Princess Carrie.
捕まえた。
Oh, and they fall. Oh, right. There's this one. Right.
嵐の後の海は乱流が去った星空と同じで静かだ。
Our boat capsized and we fell into the sea.
落ちるときある人が手を取ってくれたから。それだけ分かれば十分だ。
Oh no, that is way too short. That is way too short. Oh gosh. Oh wow. Where do I even start with this? I find it very interesting how we ended up getting a huge lore dump in this card. And I'm also just amazed. I'm seriously amazed ×3 all over again at just how determined Xavier really is. But anyway, before I get into that, I do want to talk about the backtrackers, like Hal, a member in Xavier's crew from the backtrackers. It's interesting that from this story, we've pretty much seen what happens to each path a backtracker has taken so far. For example, the path of wrath for Soren and Isaiah because they felt so betrayed and abandoned. And then we also see the path of acceptance from Hal, which I feel like is also similar to Jeremiah because he ended up building a life in Lincoln. But we also see that happening to Hal. He sort of just manages to take in the wonder of the world he has found himself stranded in, sort of making the most of it. And then finally we have Xavier, the man who moves ever forward. I I can understand why MC was worried and why she questioned Xavier's seemingly aloof willingness of letting the members go their separate ways. We've already been told that the source of MC's uneasiness from the spring banner, what was it called? Inflorescence imprints, and even the wedding banner, Starfall Sanctuary. I can see why she ended up mistaking Xavier's albeit quite accepting attitude into a lack of attachment. And then she's also reminded constantly that he's actually currently stranded. It almost feels like he is forced to stay. And then there's all the secrecy due to unknown circumstances that we are not yet entirely aware of, even if we sort of have an idea why. I can understand MC's doubt and uneasiness, yes, but I feel like this time it's more in the sense of I wish he told me more so that she could help him. For me, again, this card has sort of shown just how long Xavier has been living. Like, we're not talking a measly few hundred years. No, it's most likely in the thousands. But the hundreds of years that he has spent on Earth, he's probably taken hundreds of identities. He's probably used to the rhythm of making connections with others until they sort of inevitably perish. I can't help but feel like he has no choice but to accept it. It's just the reality to his long-lived life, half gift and half curse from the achievements of Ever's experiment to the ultimate human being. The way Xavier handled the backtrackers, the way he willingly and kind of almost as a matter of factly, you know? Like, he takes on the responsibility of making sure that they get sent home. Even after they've split and sort of lost all hope on their captain, at least for Soren and Isaiah so far that we know. Xavier still held on to that promise of bringing them back. Just the way he walks on his path relentlessly and unwavering despite the people around him disappearing, because he knows just as much as he has his own ambitions, the backtrackers do too. He knows their mind is made up, so, you know, why stop them? And for Xavier, his path, he knows in the end, his path remains the same no matter the outcome. And it was the one that would lead him to MC. To me, honestly, that is such a lonely existence, you know? So, again, I am in awe. Again, I've probably said this so many times. And just how locked in this guy really is. Jesus. For the matter of the card, I do think it was really bittersweet. And I think Xavier felt both sad and relieved, I guess. I know the card kept saying that MC couldn't really determine any sort of emotional expression on his face when he read the note on the door of the observatory. The smiling and how he was so sure there's a gift for her in there too. I feel like maybe he's kind of relieved and happy because in the end, Hal did make something of his life, and it even left behind something as amazing as the island itself, Tradewind Island. An island on the verge of ruin because of a protocore storm that ruined the place, and now it's completely revitalized and just filled with life. A marking left behind by a long-lived being, which is something I feel like he's been trying to do as well, Xavier, And you know, oh right, that one scene that made me go, aww, because I found it very endearing. It's when MC still thought, she wondered if Xavier would understand or ever think that he is actually lonely. Will that realization ever come? Will he understand it's a feeling called lonely? That sort of thing. It may sound like a weird thing to think about, but we've seen how cool and steady Xavier can be. Almost like nothing can surprise him. MZ knows Xavier deep down. She knows enough to worry. She knows who he really is. She made a point to let him know that no matter the outcome or the result of that coin toss they did at the end destination would be the same. And it would end up with the two of them walking in the same direction home. It helps that they lived in the same building. But it sort of reminds me of that time they said their swords will always point at the same direction. So meaning their paths would always lined up. And it's heartwarming to see it here. Now, finally, the Kindled scene, I have to say, the sunsetting one is most definitely my favorite of the two endings. I think you know why. The anguish from his myth, surrounded by dull and gray and decay. It turns turned into the warmth from the sunset where they shared a kiss by the poolside. I love that. That was really nice. Like, good job, writers. Because for me, it was like a, all is well now kind of moment. Which is why, for sure, my favorite out of the two Kindled scenes. That brings us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy the video, do like and subscribe if you feel like it, and if you want to support me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.